mates as well. EDL, go to hell. Take your Nazi mates as well. EDL, go to hell. Take your Nazi mates as well. EDL, go to hell. Take your Nazi mates as well.
Comrades, a special thanks from PCS to AF for calling this very important demo today. I'm not giving the fascists the field unfettered. But to see first what a disgrace it is that the Home Secretary is allowing Home Office workplaces to be used as a platform for racists to spread hatred and poison. And in addition, what a disgrace it is that Home Office management have told their staff that they cannot attend this counter demonstration because it is political. Well, if it is political to say that we will not tolerate racism, that we'll defend our members in the workplaces from hatred and discrimination and intimidation, then we're proud to say that we're political and that this is a political demonstration. Thanks for everyone. Thanks for everyone for turning out today against the specimens of the master race that are gathered over there in opposition to democracy. They've always been in the front to democracy. They are trying to claim that this demonstration is about terrorism. It is not of the sort. They are Nazis. They've always been Nazis, and they always will be Nazis. And whenever they turn up, we'll be there to send a message that we will not tolerate racism and fascism on our streets. Thanks for turning out.
First of all, I want to thank everyone for coming. Most importantly of all, I want to thank the PCS brothers and sisters for turning out today. I think it's very important that you made a stand. And let me tell you why. Because when the EDL were first launched in Luton, they just said they were against Muslim extremists. That's what they said they were marching against. Then what do we find? The next time they march under a banner that says that all Muslims are scum. So they first of all start by blaming a small minority of Muslims, then they go on to all Muslims, and then what do you find next? You find that they try and smash trade unions marching in Swansea. They attack the United headquarters in Liverpool. They say they're going to smash up the Occupy movement at St Paul's. So what begins as a movement against Muslims ends up attacking anybody who opposes their fascist and Nazi way of thinking. So that's why you're right to be here protesting against these people, because they are the scum of the earth. And let me tell you why they are the scum of the earth. Because 2 Saturdays ago, I went to Denmark, a place called Aarhus, and some of those people over there were there. They were standing with friends of Breivik. They were standing with Jobbik. They were standing with Geert Wilders. They were standing with Nazis from America. In other words, they were standing with the scum of the earth, racists and fascists of all sorts. Tommy Robinson, who is over there, was there. 150 met to talk about creating a European-wide anti-Muslim organisation. But on that day, 8,000 people in Denmark marched. They marched to where they had their rally, and they sent them packing. They ran away because 8,000 people in Denmark opposed them. Trade unionists, socialists, gays, lesbians, women, Jews, Gentiles, everybody they hated came together and said, "You're not welcome in Denmark." And my message to all of you today is simple. On the 5th of May, this lot want to march in Luton to bring poison and hatred into Luton. Just like in Denmark 2 weeks ago, we have to march against them. So make sure on the 5th of May, you're in Luton saying Nazis are not welcome here. Thanks for coming and thanks for listening.
Yes. Free on the BNP. Register to vote. Last day tomorrow. Go to London Elects. Last day tomorrow to register to vote.
Getting rid of the BNP in London is really important, and a lot of people don't really recognise what the BNP is about. They've done a pretty, well, not necessarily a pretty good job, but they've put a lot of effort into trying to redefine themselves and pretend they're not the party that they used to be, that they don't hold the positions that they used to. But one of the interesting things as President of the National Union of Journalists is actually what the BNP's positions on the media are. With all the attention on the media and all the attention on the ethical issues in the media, the BNP are probably one of the only organisations who are calling for less accuracy, less balance and less truth in the media. Because what they've campaigned against is actually the things that have been published that do good in society. They want more focus on white people and less focus on black people and other minority groups in society. They want less balance. They want only pictures of white people in the newspapers and no pictures of anyone else. And also there's a practical question to be asked. One of the BNP's major policies is they want to repatriate people back to the countries that they came from. How far back do they want to go? Because this country has been a multi-ethnic country for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. So where do they draw the line? And how do they divide up families? Because again, this is a multicultural society. People are mixing and marrying. So are people happy that the husband of their second cousin who married somebody from Jamaica, he sent back home? But what about their kids? And what about the people who came over the Windrush generation, who've been here 3 generations? What about the Jewish people who came here 100 years ago? It doesn't make any sense. You simply cannot repatriate groups of people based on their ethnic background in a country which is now a melting pot of groups and colours, which is absolutely fantastic. And this is the biggest problem with the BNP. The BNP do not recognise the beauty of diversity, which is one of the things that brought me here from Ireland. Stand up for diversity and stop the BNP.
It seems to me that I've been fighting fascists for years. In the 60s it was Colin Jordan, in the 70s it was the National Front, in the 80s and 90s it was the BNP, and then the Combat 18 dropped in on the scene. And now we've got the EDL, and they're all the same. We want to keep London, which is a cosmopolitan city, cosmopolitan. We agree with multiculturalism. We think Cameron was wrong when he said that multiculturalism had failed. And we're here to show that not everybody is Islamophobic, homophobic or racist.
Today is the start of the Breivik trial, where he says he killed 77 people and gave the right-wing salute at the beginning of the trial. I think it's important that we stand together to make sure the capital stays Nazi-free. I think that we're under threat or attack because we've had multiculturalism even attacked by the government. And I think what we have to do is stand together in solidarity, because these things cost lives. We've seen what happened to Stephen Lawrence many years ago and the long time it took to get justice. I think it's important that black and white stand together, Jew and Muslims stand together, women and men stand together, gay and lesbian people stand together, because together we form a united group and we stop those people from being able to divide us. We face a serious problem. There's a deep recession. People have been made to suffer, and it's easy to build up the idea of scapegoats. But I think we can defeat racism and fascism, provided we identify and stand together. On the 3rd of May, we've got a chance to get the GLA Nazi-free. So let's make sure that we do that, and let's make sure we stop the EDL on the 5th of May afterwards as a celebration that we push back the fascists and the racists.
We want to make sure the BNP are kept out of City Hall. Please make sure you use your vote the right way. On the 3rd of May, you got your chance to keep the racists and the fascists out.